Howdy folks, and welcome to Hershberger's Miracle Homestead. I am Martha and we're in the kitchen today. We're going to be making salmon patties and macaroni and cheese, which is a supper that has childhood memories to it too. That's something Mom always made. Both dishes, they're good but simple without a lot of extra seasonings added. I have a jump start. I have the water boiling for the macaroni. So we'll go ahead and put it in. Bring it back up to another boil. I did add salt to the water. Have you ever gotten busy while you have pasta on and the next thing you know it's boiling up and over? Tip, a wooden spoon laid across the kettle will keep it from boiling up and over. Okay, it's starting to boil again and I will set my timer. Otherwise, I get involved and I might forget it. Okay, for 1 can of salmon patties, we use a sleeve of soda crackers and 1 egg. And here I have 1 sleeve of soda crackers crushed already. Here are 2 eggs, and I will go ahead and crush this one. Okay, we'll crush this up. And in our last video, we had asked if anyone has preferences. If you're back further, that you see have a wider view of what's going on, or if you like to be brought up directly down on the action. And we heard more that they like the wider view, so I'm just going to let y'all back there, and we'll still be together in the kitchen. In the meantime, I'm crushing up the soda crackers with my masher. Okay, I'll pour this in with the other crumbs. And now I will tackle the salmon. All right, folks, it's time to trim this up a little bit. I hate getting in there without gloves on, so I'm going to go get some gloves. Well, that macaroni is just chilling. Doesn't look like it's going to boil up and over. So I'll just go and give it another stir. And this is not our dancing kettle. It's flat on the bottom, and it's a heavier kettle. Break it open. All right, the macaroni is done. Let me wash my hands. Got my burner off. The directions on the box gives a general idea, but we don't put like pepper and that type of thing in. We do use a velveeta cheese, part of a stick of butter, and I forgot to spray my pan. For the inspirational golden thought, I'm sharing a special memory I have with Buddy, which includes music. And then my cousin's daughter and her family from Iowa were in this area. They're involved in some prison ministry, but they shared an evening of singing. And this song that has special memories for myself with Buddy, they sang, so I pulled my phone out and recorded it and asked if I could share it. So if you want to hear the Peachey family singing, just stay tuned for the End of the video, the golden thought with a beautiful song. Okay, now the rest of the macaroni on top of that. Have just a little bit of milk left in this jug. And open a new jug. Now the macaroni is not completely covered, but you want plenty of liquid to it so it doesn't cook dry. Oven is preheated to 350. I'll bake it for 30 minutes. Pull it out, stir it up, see if it needs more liquid. And I'm going to put the lid on it. Okay, the salmon is ready to mix. Crackers ready to go. 2 eggs, I'm going to beat them up just a little bit. Okay, I usually mix the salmon, get everything crumbed together. Now add the eggs. Give this a good mix together. And now the crumbs. Incorporate this all good together and it'll be ready to patty out. I like to have it that it'll cake together to make a little patty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and patty them out so that's done and they're ready to go to the skillet. I'm going to get cleaned up and then we're coming back to the stove because we'll be frying out the salmon patties. I've just turned the burner on to heat the skillet up and I will open up the red beets. And you always want to be very careful with tin can lids. I know someone who came down on it and cut their hand bad. So we'll put it back down in. I did put these in the refrigerator while we waited. And don't forget, the Peachey family is singing at the end of the golden thought. They wrap it up. They are very good. I'm not saying that just because it's my cousin's daughter and her family, but they are good. You can use the oil of your choice to put in the pan. Want the bottom totally covered. To get this nice and warm, ready for the salmon patties, I'm going to put it in the oven with the macaroni. While I'm doing this step, Dorothy is editing the first part of the video. So it's teamwork getting these videos out. And Buddy's catching a nap. Okay, as we said, it doesn't really take that long. Your motorcycle going by. We always got tickled at Dad. Whenever he said motorcycle, it was always motorcycle. If he said ambulance, it was always ambulance. That always tickled us when we heard him pronounce those words like that. Put paper towel on the bottom. Now I don't want to put that in the oven because the oven is still on 350. So I'll just put a little bit of foil over that to keep it hot. Getting the macaroni out of the oven. So here we have it, folks. We have the salmon patties, the macaroni and cheese, and the red beets. So it's time to plate up. Here we have it, folks. Salmon patties, macaroni and cheese, and red beets. Oh, applesauce. We like applesauce with our salmon patties too. I forgot about that. But this is a hot food. Hi, and welcome to the golden thought of this episode. I am Martha, and I'm here with my very special brother. He's my twin brother, Marvin, but he's better known as Buddy. Shake my hand, buddy. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. You gonna shake my hand today? You thinking on it? You thinking on it? Back when Buddy and I were teenagers, we both loved music. And I was singing the song, "What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms." And I have a special memory of that because Buddy, in his own way, was singing with me. He could carry a tune, humming. So that was a special memory I have of Buddy and I in our teenage years. We were in an old farmhouse, lived in an old farmhouse. I can visualize the place we were. In the very center of the house, it had a room. We called it the middle room because it had no windows. It was in the middle of the house. And Buddy and I were in there singing away. Recently, our cousin's daughter and her family came through and shared a special evening in song and singing. And they sang this song. And I got my phone out and I started recording. And I asked them later if I can share it. And they said, yes, 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 you can share it. So we'll end up this golden thought with the singing of the Peachey family. I was back pretty far and I don't know how to edit yet to zoom it in, but you can still hear very well. Okay, buddy.